Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tag. I haven't done a tag video in so long. And the tag that I'm going to be doing today is the "Do I have that book?" tag / challenge. This is a pretty old tag. It's been around for a few years, but I only recently saw someone doing this tag and it just seemed like so much fun. And I kind of wanted to see how well I actually know my books. I'm curious how fast I can think, which is going to be a challenge in itself because I'm like severely lacking sleep because I just came back from a night shift and yeah, I feel like my mind will have like a delayed response. I should really be sleeping right now, but I don't know, maybe it's because I had food and I just have extra energy. Who knows? But I just decided that I wanted to do a video today. Maybe I might collapse after I film this, most likely. But anyway, the original channel that created this tag was Keeping Tabs, and I'll link her original video in the description bar below. I guess without further ado, we'll get straight into the tag. I'm gonna do a stopwatch. I think the original video, they had managed to select all the books in 8 minutes. So I guess the challenge is to try and pick out books less than 8 minutes, but we shall see, because some of the questions, I wouldn't be surprised if I take longer than 8 minutes. I'm nervous. I wrote down all the questions here. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this, but we're about to do it. Alright. Do you have a book with deckled edges? And I do. Freaking hell! All my books are stacked, but I have Jane Eyre and this one has the deckled edges. Question number 2 is, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Crap! Do I? Oh gosh, 3 or more? I did not think I would get stuck on the second question. Oh, please say there's more than... Does this count? Oh my gosh, as you can see, there's like obstacles. I don't know if it counts, but Miss Ball. Question number 3 is, do you have a book based on another fictional story? This is a retelling. Surely I can think of one. Okay, child thief. Question number 4 is, do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? 10. Okay. Gosh darn it. Question number 5 is, do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? I feel like this is going to be so hard. This is so stressful. Whoa, I did not think that I would be this worked up. Oh, yes, I got one. A murder! Why? Oh my gosh. Ah. Wait, is it? Yes. Question number 6 is, do you have a Mass Market Paperback? Yes, I do. This is easy. I've got this. Question 7 is, do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? There's Mira Grant, but it's upstairs. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Harry Potter. My gosh, why is it so hard to... This is just gonna... There we go. Question number 9 is, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? What book has 2 maps in it? I feel like every single fantasy book only has 1 map. Yes, The Hobbit. Question number 10, do you have a book that has turned into a TV show? Of course. Game of Thrones. Oh god. I really have to take everything off the shelf. Question 11, do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else? I do. Do I have it somewhere here? Yes! Please don't fall. This is the problem about... things everywhere. Modern romance. Question number 12, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? No, don't do this. No! Okay, clock on the cover. Ow! Oh my gosh. Putting the books on the floor was a bad idea. No! Why? This was a lost cause, I'm telling you. Lost cause. Oh my gosh, where's that book? Oh no. No! I did not think that I would be stuck on this one. Seriously? There's no clocks on anything? No. Wishful thinking, wishful thinking. Oh, dang it. Why is it so hard to put a clock on a cover? Maybe there's one here. Please, please, please. Please say there's a clock. Yes, there's a clock on this one! Finally! Do you have a poetry book? Yes, I do. I guess you could say Pillow Talks. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? I had just reached for this book. Number 15. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? Yes. Cassandra Clare. Okay, Cassandra Clare. Alright. Number 16. Do you have a book of short stories? Yes, I do. Bloody Chambers. This is, yep, short stories. 17. Do you have a book that is between 500 to 510? What? Shh. Are you kidding me? Why is it Mora is? We'll see. Ah, it's too long. Did I fail? I've already failed. I just saw the time, but I refuse to give up. I refuse to back down. Okay, next question. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? No, Little Women. Guys, I am so sorry, but my camera stopped filming midway while I was searching for my books. Luckily, my camera filmed most of the footage. It cut off on the last 2 questions, which I did find the books for. At that point, when I realized, I just stopped the timer. I unfortunately couldn't beat the original 8-minute challenge. It took me 13 minutes 27 seconds. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I think I couldn't do question 17, which was, do you have a book that is between 500 to 510 pages? In my head, there was a few books that I thought would just fit that category and I just couldn't. So that was unfortunate and I was very sad. The first question was, do you have a book with deckled edges? And I chose this specific copy of Jane Eyre and it has the deckled edges. Question number 2 was, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? I chose this edition of Mistborn because you clearly have the girl, and this, I have no idea. I haven't read The Final Empire. I know these 2 figures look like they're the same person, but I assume they're 2 different people, and then there's the girl there. So that's 3 people. Question number 3 was, do you have a book based on another fictional story? The Child Thief by Brom, which is a retelling of Peter Pan. Question number 4 was, do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Persuasion by Jane Austen. Question number 5 was, do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? Armada by Ernest Cline, because A and A. Question number 6, if I owned a Mass Market Paperback, and I have this copy of Monster, clearly a very small Mass Market Paperback. Question number 6 was, do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I chose Deadline by Mira Grant. Mira Grant is Seanan McGuire's pen name. Question 8 was, do you have a book with a character's name in the title? And I chose, of course, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I am so unfit. I am getting breathless doing this. Question number 9 was, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? So in The Hobbit, we have at the front, and then we have the map at the back. 2 different maps. It's beautiful, and I love this edition of The Hobbit. Do you have a book that has turned into a TV show? The books are literally all over the place, but I chose, of course, Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. Question number 11, do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else? For that, I have Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari. Oh my gosh, I might have butchered that name. And anyway, oh man, I wasn't even halfway through. Yeah, but he was originally a comedian. Question number 12, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? My goodness, I think this took like the longest. I finally saw one. I feel like this cover has a lot of different things, but a clock was one of them. You can see that I have a bit of an obstacle to get through to my books, so that was also a challenge. The next question was, do you have a poetry book? And that was pretty easy. I just picked out Pillow Thoughts by Courtney Pepinell. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? While I was trying to look for the book with the clock on the cover, I came across this book, and this is Chains by Laurie Halse Anderson. A lot of the books that I chose off the shelf I have not read, and this is one of them, and I've owned this book for quite a while. Question 15 is, do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? I just chose Cassandra Clare. Question 16, do you have a book of short stories? Bloody Chambers by Angela Carter. This is such a short book. Like, is it even? Okay, just over 100 pages, but I still have the bookmark in here I've been meaning to continue on with. Question 17 is the one that I couldn't accomplish, which is the question, do you have a book that is between 500 to 510 pages long? I swear none of the books that I have is 510. I don't know. This book is, oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. This book was exactly 510 pages long. Does an epilogue count? Look, including the epilogue, it's 513. Maybe that would not have counted. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? We've got Little Women. Do you have a graphic novel? I have several. The one closest to me was Amulet. This is volume 6. And then the last question was, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? I have Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and J. Christoph. So yeah, that was the do I have that book tag. That was a lot more stressful than I thought. I'm like sweating. I'm like breathless after this. Honestly, I thought that I could beat this challenge because I thought 8 minutes is a long time and I kind of know my books, but clearly not enough. And also I failed with one of the questions, so I think it's a bit of a fail, but in terms of fun factor, it's a winner. I actually had a lot of fun doing this tag. I enjoyed this. Thank you to the channel Keeping Tabs for creating such a unique and fun tag slash challenge. I honestly don't know who to tag, but if you're watching this and you want to do this tag, go for it. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed me struggle for the last, I don't know, half hour. It's a lot harder than you think. My brain's fried. I'm exhausted from work, from the lack of sleep, and I've put myself under a little bit of stress just then. I think I spent a lot of this video just like fumbling around, but I feel like it was a very creative and fun tag to do. It makes me want to do more tags like this. I'm actually getting really tired now. So yeah, I guess that's it guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!